As I'm pretty sure you know with you, well, watching a Nintendo Direct video, there was a Nintendo Direct recently, and I'd say that it was a really good one. It turned me from being pretty lukewarm on the year to being really excited for everything in 2018. Lukewarm. Where did that word come from? That's the real question. And I know that my opinions don't actually matter, but I figured that I had to milk this Direct for as many videos as I could, so here are my top 5 most exciting games from the March 3rd Nintendo Direct. Hello all 145 of you, I'm Redkwan, and this is my Nintendo Direct theme video that I'm obligated to make. No, but honestly, it was a good Direct. Oh, and before we start, here are the rules. It can't just be a game that they've already announced, and it can't be on the 3DS because. Just because. Also, this has nothing to do with anything, but that Dark Souls amiibo will look really out of place. I just had to get that out there. Number 5. My number 5 most exciting game is Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares is a creepy looking game, which is cool, and I also really like the whole idea of it. I believe you have to, now don't quote me on this, sneak past a bunch of strange and deformed creatures, and there are some puzzle elements to it. I like puzzles and deformed creatures. Little Nightmares. It looks cool, but not the most cool, that's why it's number 5. My number 4 pick for the most exciting games from the Direct is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Now I know it's another Wii U port, which I don't really like, but it's one that I haven't played and want to play, so I'll selfishly give it a pass. I have an odd history with Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I always thought the game looked pretty fun, and I loved Super Mario 3D World. I even 100% completed the game, well, at least until I beat Champion's Road and realized that you had to beat every level with every character, and then I decided to ignore that I saw that. And I thought that one of the best parts of the game was the variety of Captain Toad levels, which I guess people enjoyed enough to make it its own spin-off. I never bought it because I wanted to wait until it became a Nintendo Select because it had in, I think, Europe? And I thought that it would become one later, but it didn't. But now it's here and I can finally play it, and it'll probably be more expensive than if I just got it on the Wii U. Whoops. My number 3 game is Undertale. I haven't exactly played many RPGs, and that's because they aren't really my favorite types of games. Maybe if I tried more, I would like them more, but that's a lot of effort. Paper Mario is fun though. I like that one. But Undertale seems like the type of RPG I would really enjoy a lot more. Again, I may be wrong, but from what I've seen, Undertale isn't your typical RPG. It's full of character, and it's a little bit creepy. Maybe this is all wrong, I don't know, but just the way that the game looks and is set up sounds really cool to me, and I better give it a shot at some point in my life, or I'll have to live forever without understanding what people are talking about when they mention Undertale. And that's no way to live. But either way, I think Undertale sounds like a lot of fun, and it's supposed to be really good, so I'll probably like it. Or everyone lied to me. My number 2 pick for the most exciting game announced at the Direct is Okami HD. Okami was a game that I didn't really know existed for a long time, but when I heard about it, I realized that it sounded like exactly the type of game I would like. It's a Zelda-ish game with a cool art style and a good story. If you don't know, which you probably don't because why would you, Zelda is my favorite video game series of all time, and any game that is like Zelda is worth a shot in my book. Plus, it's also very well received, which again means I'll probably like it. Also, it has a wolf, that's also a plus. And the number 1 most exciting game from the March 3rd Nintendo Direct is, come on, we all know it's Sushi Striker: The Way of Sushido. I mean, I don't really know anything about it, so maybe it deserves to be at the top of my list, but no. The number 1 most exciting game of the Nintendo Direct was Super Smash Bros. I pretty much have to say it was Super Smash Bros. Because if I didn't, I think I would get arrested or something. It is though, honestly. Don't arrest me. Super Smash Bros. Is an exciting game. It's one of the biggest and most anticipated Nintendo games, and I really can't think of a Nintendo series that creates more buzz than Smash Bros. A new Super Smash Bros. Game is a big deal, and seeing as this is pretty much definitely a new game, there's reason to be really excited. Super Smash Bros., unlike the other games on this list, is a series that I am decently experienced with, and the games are always really fun. But honestly, I think all the games on this list are really exciting. It was just all around a really good Direct. And I think that even without any new announcements at E3, the 2018 will be a really great year for the Switch. And there won't be any shortage of stuff to play for the coming months. And yes, a lot of the games coming out are still Wii U ports, which I don't really like because I played a lot of them. But at least now we have some new stuff to look forward to too. 2018 will probably be a really great year for the Switch, They gave us a lot more information than I was expecting them to, since we're fairly close to E3, but whatever the case, I'm glad they did, and now I'm looking a lot more forward to 2018 on the Nintendo Switch. Also a lot of money I'm gonna have to blow. That's not quite as exciting of a way to look at it though. So, what was up with Crash Bandicoot? I didn't think that could even come to the Switch. I thought they had a license or something. But I mean, I guess it's cool. Didn't make the list, but it's cool that it's coming, I guess. Also, the 3DS is apparently still going. I know I didn't include any 3DS games on the list because, but the 3DS still had a decent amount of announcements at the Direct. Certainly not as much as the Switch, but it looks like Nintendo is still trying to put stuff on the 3DS. Which, I mean, okay, I guess that's okay. As long as they focus on the Switch, I think putting stuff on the 3DS is okay, but I do think that the 3DS will come to an end fairly soon. Well, what games did you find most exciting at the Direct? Were you extremely disappointed? Probably. I think that everyone was really let down. Well, anyways, I'm Redkwan. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all later. Goodbye.